French, because I teach French, but I also teach literature, is to teach my students so that I can broaden their horizon, their perspectives, sharpen their skills, but also develop their linguistics and cultural skills. But at the same time, I'm very much interested in linkages between past and present memories. And when I teach, I often wrestle with several questions, especially when I teach literature. And some of the questions are, how do the texts that I select, how do they impact my students, and how do they transform their thinking, and also what will remain after they leave the four walls of the classroom. It's constantly in my mind, and I'm sure you wrestle with the same questions as well when you teach. We all want to teach so that it's relevant, so that it matters, and meaningful to the students. This question actually guided my teaching and the activities and the assignment that I designed, because I want to make sure that whatever I do in the classroom is transformational. And today there's a word for that. It's called education for sustainability. But it's a new word. We've been doing it for a long time, except that we have not attached a word to it. And it's supposedly a transformative learning process that equips both students and teachers and school system with the new knowledge and ways of thinking we need to achieve economic prosperity and responsible citizenship, while restoring the health of the living system upon which our lives depend. Pretty much, it's supposed to be participatory, engage students with the community. You do a lot of learn and serve, and also you show how we are all interconnected. So, education for sustainability pretty much means that we can no longer afford to teach in a vacuum. We can no longer afford to teach in, ivory white towers and not activate what the students learn. And we can no longer afford to teach without linking theory and practice has to be done, and vice versa. Pretty much we have to engage students in palpable ways. Project-based learning. When I teach, I do a lot of projects with my students because I found out that that's the best way to engage them and to make what they learn to last. So project-based learning is a dynamic classroom approach in which students actually explore real-world problems and challenges and acquire deeper knowledge. It's supposed to be student-centered. It takes into account students' voices, which is extremely important because when we teach and it's teacher-centered, we have a tendency to lose students' voice and what they think. It's honoring their voices. It also emphasizes knowledge of 21st century skills, and it's our students' world, video making, postcasting, community engagement. And because I teach foreign languages, it's something called the 5 C's of foreign languages, which encompasses communities, engagement with the communities, communication, connection, culture, and reform. Comparison, thank you. I always start with the MM and I go to this, so comparison, community, and all the others I just added. Project-based learning is also supposed to activate problem-solving skills, collaborative learning, inquiry and innovation, hands-on learning, and also at the end, the student have to present their work in a public way. So the first project I've done with my students, and I do it in a survey literature class, is what I call the audiovisual memory project, and it's done with Eureka, and I'm sure everybody is familiar with Eureka. If not, I will give a brief summary. It's a text that has been written by Pierre de Duras in the early 19th century, and it's interesting because Pierre de Duras is a white French woman, but she puts herself in the shoes of this young black Senegalese girl who was saved from slavery by Governor of the Bay. And he ultimately gives Ulrika to his aunt, who is an aristocrat. So Ulrika is raised in an opulent and aristocratic world, and she enjoys all the privileges of being white, really. She studies several languages, she is well-read, and she has no sense of her identity, she has no sense of her negritude, pretty much, until she overhears a conversation between Madame de Bay and Madame de Propre de Suspension. And the conversation goes like this. And this is Madame de Bay's friend speaking to Madame de Bay, and she said, and I don't think I need to translate this, everybody can see what I really quickly. Sorry, that's not I will read it. She says, pendant que nous sommes seuls, je veux vous parler d'Ulrika. Elle devient charmante, son esprit est tout à fait formé. Elle causera comme vous. Elle est pleine de talent, elle est piquante, naturelle. Mais que deviendra-t-elle? Et enfin, qu'en ferez-vous? Hélas, dit Madame de Bay, cette pensée m'occupe souvent, et je vous l'avoue avec tristesse. Je l'aime comme si elle était ma fille. Je ferai tout pour la rendre heureuse, et cependant, lorsque je réfléchis à sa position, je la trouve sans remède. Pauvre Ulrika, je la vois seule, toujours seule dans la vie. So pretty much it's talking about, at the end of the day, how Ulrika will find herself alone because she was raised in this world, but she cannot marry, there's nothing she can do as a black girl in the French society. So in a nutshell, that's what's going on. So the conversation will forever change Ulrika, and from there on, her loneliness becomes very acute. She feels a certain malaise in the home that she has always known. She covers her skin. She does not want to be around the other people that she has up till now considered her family. She becomes ashamed of who she is and questions her place in this society that she now doesn't feel a part of. So of course, with this text, we discuss several themes, including isolation, trauma, and I explained to them that the text is very traumatic. It's traumatic because Ulrika has just received a blow because of this conversation, and of course, because of her trauma, she dreams, and you can see when you read the book, it affects her physically and psychologically. So we talk about her traumatic experience, we talk about exclusion, we talk about things of isolation and race and oppression. We also talk about the doctor's role, because it's really the doctor who's recounting the past story in a way, narrative strategies and all that. It's a small text, but it's a text that really engages the students and expand their thinking, especially in this country where race is not often discussed, or it's discussed, under the table. Nobody wants to say black or white, and it forces them to face issues of race and to discuss them openly. So the first project I gave to students was I asked them to do a dramatic video, and pretty much it's a 5-minute video. They imagine themselves being Ulrika. I want Ulrika's voice to shine through them, to experience what Ulrika has experienced. And I said, you are dead now, like Ulrika, and from the l'au-delà, you are trying to explain why you died. And in their dramatic video, I want them to talk about who they are, their experience, their family experience when she was in France, conflict, internal conflict, conflict with the society, conflict with the family members, and also psychological conflict, racial, all kinds of conflicts. And what guilt we have, and also what they might suggest so that we won't have Ulrikas anymore in the world. So I'm going to show you a dramatic video that was done by one of my students. It actually was one of the best. How do I go?
m'appelle Aurica. Je suis née en Afrique, au Sénégal. Mais quand j'avais 2 ans, le bonhomme Monsieur Debé m'a rapporté en France, où je passais ma vie. Il m'a sauvée d'une existence terrible. Ma mère était morte et j'étais destinée à être esclave. Monsieur Debé m'a donné à sa tante, qui est devenue ma bienfaitrice. Ainsi donc, je passais ma jeunesse en plein de bonheur, en étant contente d'être aimée par Madame Debé et ses amis. Toutes les choses que je voulais étaient les miennes. Notre vie était aisée. Une journée, tout cela a changé. Je dessinais assise dans une partie de la salle cachée par un paravent. Une amie de Madame Debé, la marquise, est entrée chez nous. Elle a commencé à parler à ma bienfaitrice. Elle lui dit qu'elle s'inquiétait de moi, que je serais toujours seule parce que j'étais négresse. Je n'avais jamais entendu que le fait que ma peau était d'une couleur différente des autres voulait dire que je n'étais pas vraiment membre de la société. Je n'arrive pas à dire comment ça a changé ma vie. De savoir que je n'appartiens pas à la société et de donc me rendre compte que je n'appartiendrai à une autre société, même pas celle dans laquelle je suis née au Sénégal, cela m'est rendu malade. Je suis devenue faible et maigre, sans aucun espoir. C'était pendant cette période que la Révolution française se passait. Si on était aristocrate, c'était grave. On était toujours en danger d'être accusé de quelque chose. Après la mort du roi de la France, Madame Debé a également souffert d'une crise. Elle était désespérée de voir comment les gens ont détruit le pays. Comme elle souffrait, je pouvais laisser ma douleur pour prendre celle de Madame Debé. J'étais aussi horrifiée par tous ces événements, mais en même temps, je savais que la société pour laquelle elle pleurait n'offrait pas de liberté, pas de vie aisée pour moi. En tout cas, la Révolution a ajouté un autre élément à ma souffrance. Ce n'était pas bon pour ma santé non plus. Nous avons dû déménager à la campagne. Dans la campagne où ce n'était que Charles, Madame Debé et moi, c'était le seul moment heureux de ma vie depuis la conversation entre Madame Debé et le marquis. Et puis, Charles a trouvé sa femme et ce qui restait de ma santé était détruit. Quand je regarde le passé, je peux voir plus clairement ce qui s'est passé. Je me battais à l'intérieur de mon être. Je ne demandais pas d'aide. Je pensais que je devais souffrir seule. Mais je voulais qu'on me demande la raison pour laquelle j'ai décidé d'être aimée et malade. Si on m'avait posé des questions comme « Est-ce que tu sais pourquoi tu es malade? Est-ce que tu es triste? Pourquoi es-tu triste ?» j'aurais été plus disposée de parler de mes sentiments. On ne me comprenait pas car j'étais la seule noire. Aussi, il est vraiment difficile d'espérer qu'on est convaincu qu'on n'a pas d'avenir. Enfin, je suis morte. Je suis morte d'un grave traumatisme causé par le choc d'avoir entendu la conversation entre ma bienfaitrice et la marquise. Un traumatisme qui a commencé ma maladie. Il y avait d'autres éléments. L'élément dont je me suis convaincue était que je n'avais pas d'avenir. L'élément que j'aimais Charles, et pas comme un frère ou un fils. Je l'aimais, et Charles est sa femme. Ils étaient aussi un rappel de ce qui me manquerait Un mariage heureux avec un mari et des enfants qui m'aimeraient. La combinaison de tous ces éléments du traumatisme, c'est la cause de ma mort. Donc, voilà mon message. Il arrivera des temps ou des moments où vous fûtes désespéré ou déprimé. Il faut parler à quelqu'un. J'ai parlé au médecin après que j'avais déménagé au couvent, mais ma vie était déjà finie à ce moment. Je n'ai pas parlé à ma famille. Je sais qu'ils ne pouvaient pas me guérir, mais l'acte d'exprimer les sentiments qui me mangeaient aurait pu m'aider. L'acte de parler au médecin m'a permis de mourir avec la paix dans mon cœur. Alors, si vous sentez trop triste, il faut trouver quelqu'un à qui parler. Vous allez ainsi vous aider. J'arrive, Monsieur Dupé. Mais quand j'avais 2 ans, le bonhomme Monsieur Dupé m'a rapporté en France, où je passais ma...
And the students actually voted this one to be the best because it really captured the entire story and explained in a very vivid way and what was happening. At least she attempted to explain what was happening within Ulika. She told me she went to the cemetery, she shot all kinds of, she did all kinds of pictures. She took all kinds of pictures and did the voiceover. I mean, she spent a long time putting the video together, and I believe all of them did, but this just happened to be one of the best, if not the best. So this type of projects, I'm sure, make the memory of Ulika live on. And at the end, because Education for Sustainability also talks about reflection. I always ask students to reflect on the pieces, on the stories, on the text that we selected. And one will mention Sunjata, which is something else I taught, but let's say this was one of the students. I will mostly remember the impression that remained with me from the works of Sunjata and Ulika. They both suffered so much in society, and just like Ulika says, a man who has not suffered, what is he? Another student said, I thoroughly enjoyed the Ulika project and will always remember Ulika. It was my favorite text of the class and I enjoyed participating in it. And that talks about his video. And this was a male student at the time of that. Another student, I liked the selection we read and know that I will remember them as I continue through my French courses. And I have to mention these are undergraduate students. Ulika and the poems of the Middle Ages were my favorite ones, etc. But one thing that keeps coming is the thing of remembrance. They all say they will remember, and even semesters after, when I see these students, they always talk about Ulika and the pain that Ulika had to endure. So I think, when I hear them speak, I say, okay, I've accomplished my goal here. You will never forget Ulika. So the second project that I do is called the Literary Memory Project as well. And this one I do with Lucie or Sun Letter. And Lucie is really, what it says, it's a letter that is written by Ramatullah to her friend Aisatu. And it recounts details by details her husband's death. The author is from Senegal. It recounts the death of the husband and the life of suffering after. But it's also, it's not just a story of polygamy. Students tend to think about, polygamy, and I say, no, there's more to it than polygamy. It's a story of friendship between two women. It's a story of endurance. It's a story of resilience and also trauma. We don't speak much about Ramatullah's trauma, but she was traumatized upon hearing that her husband had another wife, and that wife happened to be her daughter's friend, and her life just crumbled after her husband's death. But she also survived. In the passage, there's one passage in the text where she talks about how she survives despite everything that was going on. So I wanted to point out that passage to show students that yes, you have all this going on, but despite it all, Ramatullah is surviving. So I gave them an assignment, and I said, use Maria Maisda, Je survivais speech, because she talks about how she survived, as a model to show how you cope with a difficult moment in your life, such as death, breakup, divorce, and other types of catastrophic moments. And explain, Maria Maisda is explaining how she survives as a widow with 12 children. It is how you are surviving that you should explain, etc., etc. So the students did that. In the interest of time, I'm not going to read their Je survivais speeches. But the second thing I also asked them to do was to write a letter to Maria Maisda, in which they would discuss what they've learned, what intrigued them, what shocked them, all these assignments to show that texts are not to be read alone as separate entities, but they also speak to us, and then we have to respond to these texts. So, and when we read text, we have to think about these linkages. So one of the students wrote about, she chose women as her topic, really, when she responded, and she said, les épaules des femmes sont un sujet pertinent pour moi. Alors, dans ma vie, je pense que je suis assez égale aux hommes. Il y a des petites fautes, okay. Mais dans le passé, ce n'était pas vrai pour les femmes. Dans le passé récent, en fait, les femmes aux États-Unis n'avaient pas les mêmes droits que les hommes. Leur domaine était la maison, comme dans l'histoire. Bien sûr, la valeur des femmes était pire dans l'être. Donc, cette façon de vivre a ouvert mes yeux de comment je suis privilégiée. C'est une œuvre importante parce qu'elle décrit la souffrance universelle des femmes, les cœurs brisés, l'inégalité et la responsabilité souvent écrasante. So that was one of the responses. I'm not going to go through all of them. And the last project that I do, because I'm constantly thinking about bridging past and present and making a lasting impact on my students, is what I call the Digital Memory Project. And our students now are connected. It's their world. So this project really started because I was trying to encourage students to write and to do it in a fun way. In America, everything has to be fun. But to do it in a fun way, but also to help them write better, because it's a struggle to write in a foreign language. So I asked them to write children's book. It was in the reading and writing class. And then the idea was, okay, you write these books. We will go in the community, because students have to be engaged. Go in a community, we find a small school on Golden Street, where it's an inner city school where kids are all actually taught French. So we'll take the books and go in that community and read. The second thing we did with the books, and these are some of the pictures you see, was to take the books and go to Benin for study abroad. And the students actually read their books to children in Benin. So I call this project the Digital Memory Project. And I just want to show just a few books that the students have written. And it's interesting to see that, I'm not sure I loaded all the stories. One of the stories, in my classes I have a lot of international students, and these students in Haiti wanted to write a story on pourquoi le ciel et la mer se sont-ils séparés. What I allowed them to do is to take stories from their past, or stories that they heard when they were children, and then to either rewrite or recreate the stories. So a lot of international students will do that. Instead of writing a pourquoi story, why is the sky blue, or why do we have stars, they actually take some of their stories and recreate. So I encourage that, because it's a way of making their stories matter and making their stories last, and to show it to the entire world that yes, Haitians have also oral tradition, they have histories, etc. So that's the first part. The second thing I do with some of my students is to talk. I don't give them a lesson on Benin history. We just talk informally about Benin and the culture, and then I say, okay, take some elements of what I just taught you and come up with a story. It has to be fiction, but it has to contain elements that the students in Benin can recognize in terms of names and places.